pocket monster.
That's Pokemon.
He told me to get this Pokemans app right here.
Pokemon? Pokemon was the Pokey and the man and the thing.
Pocket monsters.
Pokemon.
Pokemon?
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
It's a Japanese term short for pocket monster.
Pokemon.
Pokemon. Pokemon. Pokemon. Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Pokemon cards.
Pokemon.
It's the newest Pokemon.
Son, I found out that Pokemon means pocket monster.
Hail Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Now, I tell you what, I like you, and I want you. Now, we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours. Okay, I see you choosing the hard way.
Hey, how's it going? Professor Grass here with the Professor Grass channel, the Pokemans podcast. With me as always is Grammatical.
Yo.
And PokeGeek.
Hello.
And here Coos and Cos, that's because I got a little tiny baby with us. No big deal. We're going to just keep on moving and keep on rolling. This time around, it's a recorded one. Because I've got some special stuff. And I didn't want to get struck in the middle of watching it because it might be a little bit too intense. No, my internet's been fucking up, so I just didn't want to have to deal with my shitty internet this week. But real quick, before we get started, a update on a previous story that we have talked about. I didn't have all the signs of the Las Vegas neighborhoods that changed over their signs to Pokemon. Grammatical also had that prep. But here is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different signs. So you got Jigglypuff Place, Charmander Lane, Snorlax Lane. Does this say
Wobbuffet or Wigglytuff?
Wailord
Wailord?
Lane, Squirtle Lane, Charizard Lane, and Jigglypuff Place. I love it. I think that's great. I wonder, okay, so like, that's kind of interesting. So it's also still on Jigglypuff Place. So is that just like a second lane or third lane?
It's probably
So it's
Charizard's
like,
probably a different turn from Charmander.
yeah, it's like the third one, right? So like the middle one would be Charmander Lane.
Yeah.
That's fucking kind of cool. You are seeing this, right, G?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, and then just a little bit of news real quick before we get into the big thing I got or whatever. Joe Merrick dropped this on Twitter, saying that whenever you transfer over your Pokemon from Legends Arceus that are Alpha Pokemon, they still retain their size, but they get an Alpha mark and also a Jumbo mark. So you get 2 different marks.
The former Alpha is what their title's called when they're called out. The former Alpha.
That's kind of cool, actually. All right, and then I seen this, and I was like, this is kind of cool. Japan released the newest Pokemon merch line, and this person said that they are sobbing. My Pikachu, each Pikachu is unique and ranges a little differently to totally different from each other, and they're all made from recycled material. Like, just looking at this, like, there's so many different expressions, like, with their ears and everything.
Didn't I bring this a couple of weeks ago?
Did you?
I don't remember. I know I've seen it and was like, I want one of these.
Pikachus. Maybe you just looked in my prep or something. I don't know. Okay, and then one more thing. I got another Pokemon Criminals. But this is a spin on the thing because U.S. police are now using Pokemon Go to lure criminals to their police stations. This is 2016, but still, yeah, it's kind of funny. story about Pokemon and whatnot. They were in Virginia Smithfield's police department invited 8 random citizens to catch a super rare Ditto in their processing room after New Hampshire police employed the same tactic. So this kind of reminds me of that Simpsons episode where they're just like, yeah, show up for a free boat. Then they just like look up all the shit that they might have on you, and then they're like, yeah, you just stay here. But yeah, police station in Virginia tried to use Facebook page to invite random citizens to catch super rare Pokemon in a processing room. I thought that was kind of funny. Okay, next up, I've got this video. It's a Did You Know gaming video. Should we watch the whole thing or just some of it? I kind of want to just kind of shed some light on this particular topic because I love lost media. It is one of my favorite things on the internet is people finding and conserving lost media. So they apparently over at Did You Know Gaming, I don't know if Austin John had anything to do with it, but he's the one narrating on this video. Had found several lost Pokemon games, and they're trying to get people's cash. So if you want to donate your cash from Pokemon Flashpoint is what they're looking for. It's one of the lost games in here. We can go ahead and watch this so you guys can know what's going on kind of and whatnot. But like I said, lost media is very important. Need to preserve as much as we can. And yeah.
I want to point out that it's your computer search history cache.
Yeah, it's your
not your money.
It's not monies. They don't want money. They want your CHA. You know, is it spelled the same way? No, it's CACHE cache. Your computer cache, which is your memory on a website, because all these are like website-based games that just got lost over time.
It was called Pokemon Garden, and you're watching footage of it right now. It had some original music and even had voice acting.
Are you playing it?
Pokemon Garden was only released in Japanese, but as of this video's publication, it can't even be
played. Oh my god, I'm a piece of shit. I'm not sharing this to G. I'm sorry. I totally thought I was, but I closed the previous page. That's what the problem was.
What a pizza.
What a pizza shit. Are you ready?
Played in Japan, or anywhere else for that matter. But there's a team of archivists who spent the last few years trying to recover it and make it playable in English. We'll talk more about that towards the end of the video, but for now, let's discuss the game itself. Well, actually there's 4 lost games we want to cover today, but we'll start with Pokemon Garden since it's our favorite. By the end of Gen 3, Game Freak and Nintendo were seeing a pattern. Each new generation sold significantly less than what came before. Older fans felt they'd grown up and didn't want to play Pokemon anymore, a phenomenon Game Freak called graduating. Meanwhile, the series was failing to pull in a younger audience who could take their place. So they partnered with Bascule to make Pokemon Garden, a game primarily targeted at Japanese elementary students. It also aimed to bring back older fans by kicking off Pokemon's first large-scale web campaign. The whole internet thing was relatively new back then, so this was Pokemon's big online blitz. So even though Pokemon Garden looks like a Game Boy Advance game, it was never put on a cartridge. Instead, it was only playable on a computer through Yahoo Kids Japan. Pokemon Garden launched on July 7th, 2006, a few months before Diamond and Pearl released in Japan. It started like any other Pokemon game, asking what you want your name to be, but it also goes a step further by letting you choose your trainer class. Then you march up to this 4-story Game Boy building where the rest of the game takes place. The first floor is the lobby, where you can schedule your appointments to ride the Pokemon Time Machine. There is at least a 2-hour wait time for the machine, so until then, you can read Pokemon news updates or play minigames on these arcade machines. They record high scores just like real arcade cabinets, so if you're good enough, you can make a permanent impact on the world. At the scheduled time, you'll get a call telling you to climb aboard the time machine. You'll get your pick of the Diamond Tour or Pearl Tour. Yo, minna, omatase! 俺はパール号ガイドのカズヤ。私はジュンだよ。 You'll be joined by 10 other people playing online just like you and taken to an interactive tour of Pokemon's history. Each tour.
So I'm gonna pause it because I don't, we'll probably get a copyright strike for this, but you know what? I don't really care. I like I said, I care about preservation and fucking stuff like that. So, what do you guys think about this so far? Like, it's just kind of interesting that they had a lost game, right?
Yeah, I think it's cool. You can choose your trainer class.
Yeah, and voice acting.
Or lasts about 30 minutes. Depending on decisions you make as a team and how you react when the time machine malfunctions, events can play out a little differently.
G, are you watching this still? Is it still running fine for you?
Yeah.
All right,
I'm just confused on what this is.
So it's like 4 lost games, right? That Pokemon Garden is what we're on right now, and then they got Pokemon Maze Land. Pokemon
No, I know the
Skytown
premise of
stuff.
the.
But like we're on Pokemon.
I understand the premise of the video.
I think it's like an
yeah, I
online
understand the premise
game.
of the video. I just don't know what this game is.
I don't know.
It's basically like an interactive chat room.
Kind of.
It later on they talk about it. They show you previews for Diamond and Pearl before Diamond and Pearl came out. This is like a mini game. You get into this, takes you through the time machine, and they're supposed to be playing a mini game where they go to one side of the screen or the other. It's just it's supposed to be directed at kids, so it's mainly just like mini games and quote unquote insider info. Like they also show concept art and stuff like that for
Just a weird game that to buy your kid.
No,
Well,
it was
yeah,
online. It was on
I
Yahoo.
understand all
I
that.
guess. I don't know. Like, what do you mean? Like, how do you play the game, or what?
No, it's fine. Just continue.
So therefore, you're encouraged to ride it again and again. After you safely return to the present day, all the passengers take a commemorative photo together. Then you can ride the escalators upstairs to the gallery. You can actually see the lobby below through the gallery floor. There's 3 doors, and behind each one is a gallery dedicated to a specific region. The Kanto Gallery, Johto, and one from Hoenn. Each room has music specific to that region, and comes with an upper balcony room. Inside you can see official artwork including concept art, maps, character art, and you can read about the Pokemon native to each region. You could also chat with other people in the gallery, who are actually other people playing online, not NPCs. Game Freak's office is on the 3rd floor, and you can poke around and watch the developers working hard to make Gen 4, or chat with the devs like Junichi Masuda.
Anyway, yeah, you kind of. I don't know if G gets the basis. He said he did, but he's talking awful mad shit right now.
Interesting stuff.
Interesting stuff. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to grab the link.
It's the freaking KFC space program from Community.
It totally is. I haven't watched Community in so
That's
fucking
exactly
long.
what that.
I haven't watched Community in so.
That's
fucking
what that
long.
was. That's what that was, but obviously this probably came first.
All right. Well, I put it in my prep. The link to download some or upload your cache. So we'll put that on our channel in the description of our video for this podcast. So if you do and you did play this weird ass fucking obscure ass game, you could totally download or give them your cache, and they'll be like, "Whoa, man, fucking sweet." Tell them the Pokemans podcast sent you.
That's enough, Evie.
I agree. That's enough, Evie. So let's go ahead and move on. And I'm not fucking showing the right. That's fine. Everything will be fine. I assure you. I say I assure you, but.
Important things, or the most important thing.
Alright, I'm gonna pause. What's this, you say? inquisitively, because you're very inquisitive. Well, previously on the Pokemans podcast, we had talked about a certain special somebody that got Kadabra banned from the TCG for a little while. Correct?
Yeah, Yuri Geller.
Yuri Geller. Yuri Geller has been fucking talking about aliens lately. A lot of aliens. A lot of stuff about aliens. And I figured, that's kind of Pokemon related, because this guy's basically Kadabra, right? Or Alakazam?
Kadabra.
Let's see what the fuck he's talking about. He put this on his Twitter. Still on his Twitter.
Onto the spotlight.
Downloadable
They're
video.
coming. They're here.
Weird.
And by they, of course, I mean aliens. NASA holding a first public meeting on UFOs. So why now? What are they saying? And more importantly, or most importantly, what aren't they saying? The glorious Mystifier Uri Geller here in studio in the flesh. Thank you so very much, Mr. Geller, for coming on the show. We really appreciate it. So let's start with the basics.
What is the quacking
The
noise?
U.S. government is dubbing it.
It's a quack.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
share the
identified
screen.
phenomena. What?
Oh, because you have to share the screen.
Shit, I'm working on it.
What they said yesterday.
I was clicking on the thing,
It's my opinion.
but I accidentally clicked on
I
soundboard.
don't want to use the foul word, but I'm angry. And I'm angry because they are here. There is footage of UFOs. You can hear pilots, and this was released not long ago by the Pentagon. You can hear pilots screaming in their cockpit. Oh my gosh, what is this? And many of these films are out there. We are being visited. Now, I'm not sure that every craft has an alien inside it.
Okay.
But they're probes, and they're not from here. Now, why don't I believe them? And I'll tell you, and I'll run you through a series of photographs.
Okay.
And I'll show you evidence, because I've seen things with my own eyes that blew my mind. So,
Let's go.
Werner von Braun was a Nazi. He was brought to America by Kennedy.
Operation
That's
Paperclip.
him in Germany, because he was a genius, a rocket genius. He built a V2 that flew from Germany, fell in London.
Okay.
They used Dr. Werner von Braun's brain to get the astronauts on the moon. Without him, there would be no moon landing.
No, Neil Armstrong.
Edgar Mitchell,
Yeah.
who
It's
came
all connected,
to convince
G.
me to leave Israel through CIA contacts, tells me, Uri, Dr. Werner von Braun wants to meet with you. I say, okay, but I'm Israeli, I'm Jewish.
Yeah.
He was,
Not his cup of tea.
but my curiosity killed me. I said, let's go. Mitchell takes me, Edgar Mitchell, the sixth man to walk on the moon, takes me to a secret NASA base. I have my little Minox camera, which was given to me by the CIA. I give it to my...
All right, real quick, before he gets too deep into this story here, do you guys believe Kadabra or Alakazam?
I don't know.
However, which way you look at him, I guess.
I don't know. I don't know if I do.
You don't.
I don't think I do.
What about you, G?
What's the question? What
Do
do
you
I believe?
believe-
Believe about what?
Do you believe that he has saw aliens and that he is getting ready to go and talk to us about meeting with the CIA and FBI? Before we get into it, because he's getting ready to talk about going into an underground bunker with the FBI.
I believe he believes what he believes.
All right, let's see.
brother-in-law and I say, take a photograph, because nobody will believe me. This is, I mean, it's a hard to
No,
see.
we can see
But
clearly.
that's
Yeah.
Edgar Mitchell, the sixth man on the moon, Werner von Braun, CIA man, and me.
And you.
Werner pulls out a little piece of metal from his pocket. You can
Dude, they
see
showed
he's showing
Kadabra
it to
some
me, and he
crazy
says to me,
shit.
Uri, touch this. Tell me what you feel. I touch it and I say to him, Werner, I don't think this is from here. He says, you're right. Follow me. He takes me to this room in the back. That's his personal office. In the room, There is a safe. He bends down and opens the safe, and inside the safe I see a
Dude,
piece
his
of
body
metal.
language is
I've
so on
never
spot,
seen such a
though.
color before. It looked like it was almost breathing. He pulls it out. It's not heavy. He says, "Okay, now Uri, put your hand on it. Touch it. Put the palm of your hand. Tell me what you feel now." And I place my hand on the piece of metal and I tell him, "This is definitely not from Earth." And he says to me, "Uri, you're right. This is a piece of a UFO that crashed on our planet. Now, hang on. This is a different ballgame altogether. I always believed in extraterrestrials. I went to see movies in Israel when I was a kid about UFOs landing. But this is coming from the mouth of Dr. Werner von Braun, who put the Americans on the moon. But this is not the end of the story." Then he tells me, "Come with me." He takes me out to his parking lot. NASA parking lot next to his office. He puts me in his limo, a driver. He says he says, "Sit next to me." He tells the driver, "Drive." We come to a huge concrete building, nothing written on it. Soldier opens us a door. He takes me down to the belly of the building. We descend 3 flights. He puts an Antarctica, NASA Antarctica warm coat. He puts one on, I put one on, and he leads me into a refrigerator room. When he opens the door and I enter that refrigerator, it's massive.
Okay.
I faint.
Oi.
Kadabra fainted.
It was super effective.
It was super effective. The FBI showing him crazy shit. It was super effective.
What I saw there. And there are red lines, you know, because of my contact with certain agencies, I'm simply not allowed to talk about it. But hey, come on. Of course there are aliens. That's my story.
But okay, first of all, wow.
Of course there's aliens. That's my story.
Uri, Mr. Geller.
Uri.
No, I'm blown away. First, why are they hiding?
I love that guy, man. He's fucking wild as shit.
Why do aliens care about us?
Oh, let's start with the aliens caring about.
So the story just
because
ends
this
with
is a
him
beautiful
fainting?
planet.
What?
It's
That's why I wanted to show you this. Yeah, apparently he saw an alien and he fucking fainted.
That's not even what he said. He said they went into the refrigerator room and then he fainted, and that's just the end of the story. Like, what?
Yeah, I mean, he's talking about, you know, the alien body being refrigerated, I guess. I don't know, man. It's fucking Kadabra. Pokemans were alien, right?
Okay.
All I know, man, is I follow him on Twitter because he's fucking Kadabra, and I was like, this might be fun. And I mean, he just keeps posting about fucking aliens. He's like, "Oh man, I seen a fucking thing pop off in the sky. Some fucking shit went down," and it's just like, what the fuck, Yuri? I just thought it was interesting because like we've covered it before.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything left on this video I wanted to show, but there was another thing, but I lost it. It was him talking about him being a child and fucking he thought he had like an experience with an alien, and he was like, a light orb showed up in my palms and told me to bend spoons or some shit.
Okay.
All I'm saying is he might not be the most reliable source ever, but you know, hey, maybe, you know, the aliens, aliens, G. Do you think there's any aliens out there? Do you think that aliens exist? Or are you one of those people that believe that the world's flat?
What about aliens? I don't know, probably. I'm not too worried about it.
I'm not really worried about it either, you know? But like, I'm just saying, like, do you think they exist? Or do you believe in like the flat Earth theory thing?
It's possible. No, I don't believe the world's flat. I don't know. It's possible. I don't really care one way
Well, like the world,
or the other.
the flat Earth thing. Apparently,
Yeah,
people believe that there's
I'm
extraterrestrials.
not worried about it until like shit goes down,
Right.
and then it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Probably.
I'm not too
I
worried
just said
about
I
it
don't
until
believe in flat Earth
aliens
theory.
show
No,
up to
I don't.
fucking take me
Aliens
away.
probably. I don't know. As like an organism or a life form.
Yeah, I get you. As long as they don't interfere with me fucking cooking my grilled
Okay.
meats. You know?
I think. I think there's a delay.
Yeah, I think there is too. Quick, let's do something
Holy crap.
Pokemon related. Um, Pokemon's related stuff. Quickly now. Hiya! Here's a Pokemon related thing. G, do you have prep this week? Because I think that's all of my stuff. Oh yeah, that's definitely me. Fuck. We're not even streaming. How are we having technical issues when we're not even fucking streaming? Like, what the hell? Wow, dude, Discord's shitting the bed hard. Why the fuck do you do this, Discord? This is why people hate you. This is why you're not invited at parties, Discord. I tried to ask Grammatical if he had prep, but then Discord was like, and then died. Pretty retarded, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Are we back? Can you hear us, G?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any prep?
Yeah.
Alright, sweet. Bust it out, dude.
Okay. If it doesn't all break,
It shouldn't break. We're not streaming. It should not break. God damn it.
Okay. Let's do this one first. So I don't. Well, maybe which one? Okay. Okay. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to VGC, but I stumbled across this and I got a few more articles to it. But this is the first one I stumbled across. Is the Korean Pokemon VGC Masters Division final was canceled. Did you hear about this? Do you know about this?
Did you see this? Did you hear about this? No, I did not actually.
Did you see this? Did you hear about this? Sorry, I don't know why I went Jay Leno there, but yeah. So yeah, it says the Korean VGC Masters Division final was canceled after the four finalists posted metronome-only teams in protest of the poor conditions and how poorly the Pokemon Company, or at least the Asian branch of it, ran the game league.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. They're like, we're gonna do this instead then. Fuck you.
Yeah, so... So, here's this. Says, same thing. 4 contestants, Korean Masters finals have been disqualified for each bringing 6 Pokemon with only metronome. All the finalists received this email just a few minutes ago. Master Division final round will be canceled. All 4 participants will be disqualified from the tournament. Therefore, will be canceled their day 2 invites. They will not receive any inquiries regarding.
Oh.
Let me see if I can pull up the translation here. I'm not seeing a clear translation, but I guess the gist of it is 4 players locked and were found to be an act causing harm to other participants or giving offensive image, other actions that Nintendo Company Limited and TPC and its subsidiaries deem inappropriate.
Oh.
And then I think this is one of the players, Nash VGC. Yeah, how we got disqualified for playing Metronome. So here's an article.
Dude, hell yeah.
APAC plays Pokemon. Okay. How the top Korean players ended up DQ'd for Metronome. Hello, this is Nash. I've been asked a lot of this is one of the players. I've been asked a lot of what's been happening in Korea and how we ended up locking in Metronome in national finals, only to be disqualified for doing so. I am writing this down to explain to those interested. So I'm not sure if you've been catching up with the issues all around the Asian circuit, but like other Asian regions, Korea has been having a rather suffering year. Here are some major events that happened in sequential order. Before we go in, a little bit of background in Korea VGC. Before COVID, we used to have 3 different IRL events that led up to finals in which each gave out CP. The circuit point is exclusive in Korea, and we have been independent circuit as Japan does. Last IRL event was back in 2019, so pre-COVID, and South Korean VGC community has never seen one since. They only gave 1 online double elimination tour, Trainers Cup, each year, and that was it.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's kind of rough. And then, so the first one last year, when Worlds was back, players were curious as to how Pokemon Korea plans to give invites. No explanations were made, and they proceeded with Trainer Cup, the online tour, like before. After the tour, they suddenly announced the top 4 of the Trainers Cup will be invited to Day 2 at Worlds. This was excluding juniors, seniors, since the tour was only eligible for Masters. This year, again, they announced nothing until March. In March, they announced that our circuit will be written here. I have to actually type that link in, but basically, they gave invites to Trainers Cup. Players competed in the BO1 ladder tour. Top 4 gets Day 2, top 16 gets Day 1. People were very frustrated that we were deciding everything in just 10 games of ladder. Also, this format is vulnerable to sub accounts and match manipulation.
Oh, okay.
And then, just like Japan, Ray Rizzo experienced this. We had multiple issues. People were getting rematch after rematch and could not stop playing during the tour. Pokemon Korea decided this tour is invalid, and the top 16 from this tour would get unqualified. People who went top 16 here were demanded compensation, and Pokemon Korea decided to give them an invite to next year's Trainers Cup. It's basically just nothing, since reaching Trainers Cup was just getting 1600 in Global Challenge. Nothing even close to top cutting it. This was a devastating message, implying our format will remain this way next year. 2 weeks later, we played in Ladder Tour again with updated data, which fixed the previous anomalies. So yeah, online stuff just sounds like a mess. I don't know anything about that. I don't know how all that works, but it sounds like a mess. So I'm not super into VGC here, so I'm just seeing what I found here. But number 3, Blue, Sangyun, me, and Miha were the top 4 of the second ladder tour, which meant we were secured Day 2 invites. But in order to do that, we had to show up at the Trainers Cup final round, a streamed match. It's just a final round that decides the 1st to 4th with some nice prizes, but we were already locked in Day 2, so not much was at stake. The 4 decided to go on Metronome battle to protest against all these issues with our community. No IRL events, constant problems in our tour system, disregarding younger divisions, absurd compensation for the problems they caused. But the real problem behind all this is that they show absolute disrespect to our players. During this week, Pokemon Korea suddenly sends an email to Blue disqualifying him without telling him why. When he called them to ask why, they refused to answer. They immediately gave his day 2 to Batago. Batago agreed with the three of us, so the metronome battle was to proceed. We had to lock in on an in-game online tour system beforehand, so we did that yesterday, 2nd of June, and we're supposed to battle on the 4th.
They're just like, fuck you. We're gonna do metronome.
Today,
there's nothing you can do about it.
yeah, today the 3rd, so yesterday, all 4 players were sent an email along with notice on the official website and Pokemon Korea Inc. account Twitter informing us that all 4 of us were disqualified. The reasoning behind it was that we were all lacked in Pokemon that learned one specific move. Oh, all locked in Pokemon with one specific move. According to Pokemon Korea, this falls into prohibited acts written below, an act of causing harm to other participants or giving an offensive image or other actions. That was that one that was roughly translated that I read. Pokemon Korea saw our teams didn't like it and therefore disqualified all 4 of us for playing Metronome.
So they got disqualified. But there wasn't anything
I don't think they broke any rules.
Yeah.
I don't think they broke any rules.
That's what it looked like. They didn't actually technically break any rules, but they were just disqualified because the judge was being a dick. That's kind of gay, dude. What the heck? Let them play!
Right.
As long as it's not like Harden. You can't just have only Metapods and do Harden. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That would be malicious. I would allow the metronomes.
Yeah, so it sounds like a whole
got some
shenanigan debacle. So yeah, like I said, I'm not super into VGC. Stumbled across that.
That was pretty cool.
Sounds like mess.
Oh yeah, a fucking mess. But it was kind of cool that they protested.
Stumbled across this over on Reddit.
Okay.
Yeah. So stumbled across this over on Reddit is called "A Letter to a Trainer Who I Never Met." This is a small letter I write to the boy named Sanchez, who started his Johto journey on the 28th of December 2012. You chose Totodile as your starter, and eventually down the line, you made a full save file with Ho-Oh, Lugia, Suicune, and tons of others. With nearly 200 hours of playtime, it's clear that you loved it a lot. It's the 6th of April, 2023 now, and I wonder how you're doing. You see, I picked up your old copy of Soul Silver earlier today at my local secondhand music store. I hope you had a lot of fun playing it, and I intend to do the same later tonight. To be honest, I'm writing this silly thing to serve as just a small memory of your Pokemon and the time you shared with them, the quest you went on nearly 11 years ago. I don't want to delete your file without at least a small record of your existence being known by the world. The chance of you seeing this is very, very low, but on the off chance you do, then I say thank you for the unknowing hand-me-down. I'll make sure to enjoy it as much as you did.
Oh my god, yes. That is very sweet, and you know what? Memory intact. Pokemon's podcast has you back. It's fucking cool. I like little stories like that. Or like finding your first rival or whatever.
You know, that's kind of why I miss well, I guess Switch still uses cartridges, but the save files on the system.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool getting old secondhand games or, you know, used game shop or something that had the save files on it. It's kind of like, who were you? What happened here?
That's why that Bit and Drown thing was so good. Because it was a save file on some game, and they were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Alright.
Trying to think. I feel like I've had a used copy that had somebody's save file on it before. But I think I just deleted it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's kind of cool, like, to get, like, a Game Boy Advance game, like fucking Emerald or something, and then open it up and they have a fuckload of shinies, and it's like, oh, hello there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They just got sick of Pokemon.
Yeah. Kind of cool, kind of weird. So I found this. This is a horrible remake of. Oh, I can't pronounce that. Miv 773's Those That Have Nothing post. Girafarig and Dunsparce got evolutions in Gen 9, and Crygonal got a stat buff from Gen 6 to 7. I also checked Gen 9, and every single stage breaks one of these criteria. So there are only 9 Pokemon that satisfy all these criterions. No evolution family, not legendary, mythical, ultra beast, or paradox, no alternative or regional form, no mega, Z, Gigantamax, paradox, no signature move, ability, or item, not Pika like, not part of a pair, no stat buffs in between generations.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So these are the lonely.
Yeah, we didn't get a new
The forgotten.
Alola, did we? Wow. Yeah.
Who needs justice of these 9 for you?
Who needs justice? I'd say Skamori maybe.
Yeah.
Give Skamori an evolution because like I saw the new anime and like it seems like that team is all steel, the bad guys, and they have like Corviknights and Skamori, but like fucking give them an evolution. Why not? Isn't there like a steel coat or something?
I say just
like,
Corviknight now.
Just give him another harder steel coat or something. Like give him a platinum coat that you can trade a Skamori with.
Yeah.
Or that would be a good gimmick. Fucking different plates, like that just change the color of your Skamori. You can have like gold or silver or whatever rare metal.
So it would just be Savali.
No, not for typing, just for like looks. Like it would turn the silver parts gold. Go!
So it doesn't. So it does nothing. It's just cosmetic.
Yeah, same thing as a shiny. Just a special form to collect, right? Like the fucking alternate, like spring and autumn and shit of the Swashbuck.
Okay. Sure.
Here.
I think they could probably do something with the Relicanth. So that's just like a living fossil, basically.
I think Tropius could use something too.
Tropius does need love.
I like Tropius just because it's.
Like Tropius.
I like Tropius just because it's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
They just fly with their leaves and just have bananas screwing up their
dope
chin.
as hell.
Yeah. I also like Sigiglyph a lot.
Yeah.
But to me, that's just like some weird unknown anomaly.
Right.
Like, tell me that thing's not really unknown in some way.
It's like an unknown found a vessel. It's just like in an ancient ruin, and it fucking grabbed a little fucking like piece of ancient equipment and then just possessed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like what is it, like unknown L or I or whatever? And it's just like a straight line with the I in the middle. It just looks like it dropped into an ancient pot and fucking it had wings and shit.
I can't remember. I think there's a dex entry or something. I think they're actually
aliens,
artificial
right?
in some way. Like they're kind of man-made, I think, in some way.
Oh, I thought they were aliens.
No, I don't think they're aliens. They're like no. It's something. It was something in ancient times. They were. I don't remember. But it's similar or related to like clay doll. Like clay dolls were like man-made in the fact that it's just like the vessel that got like possessed or whatever. I don't remember off the top of my head, but yeah. Those are the ones that got left behind.
Indeed. Hey.
So those are like the big things. The rest of this, what I got is just like art and stuff. So here's a Rapidash. Somebody painted in their style. Classy, flashy over on Reddit.
Very cool. I can dig.
Here's a Rayquaza in Zonai style from Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, dude, it's like steampunky.
Zonai.
Oh, Zonai. Okay, sorry. Fuck. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm dumb as hell. I couldn't even remember my phone was his fucking USB
Yep,
drive.
that's from Vincier over on Reddit.
That's fucking cool.
Yep.
I wonder how much charge
That's
that
from
fucker
Vincier.
has.
Pretty cool. Yep. Right.
Holy crap! I just got that
Here's
game a little bit
Umbreon
ago.
pull apart rod. I never heard of.
Sorry. I got that game a little bit ago, and fucking
Yeah.
I did a lot of the underground, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this underground thing. It's getting kind of hard. I found this little spot to go up, and then I seen what I don't know what they're called,
sir.
but it's like fucking Hydra. It's horrifying. Umbreon pull apart rug.
So I've never heard of a pull apart rug, but apparently here's a pull apart rug.
What does that mean? Yeah.
Umbreon. From Gremlin Rugs. It pulls apart and there's another rug inside of the rug. It's like an extendo rug.
Yeah, it's kind of like a table with a leaf in it. It's just a fucking rug with a leaf in it. It's weird. I like it. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It's from Gremlin Rugs. It's kind of cool, kind of weird.
I think that's dope.
Next up, I got some concept art from Cisco Crafts of a Regice temple.
Oh, cool.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's cool.
There's a zoom in there so you can see.
Nice.
Oh. Now I gotta do the other ones. Here's Rayquaza art, just called Dragon Ascent from Salt the Wizard. It's pretty dope. I like this a lot.
It's glitching.
Oh no, is it?
Yeah, it's there it goes.
Oh, okay, there it goes. Oh yeah, that is fucking awesome.
That's pretty.
That's a phone background, dude. Look at that.
Desktop wallpaper.
Desktop wallpaper, yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I want to say your phone's not long enough for that.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, mine. There's like.
I think that's it.
The home screen.
Oh,
You can
nope, I got one
swipe
more thing.
around
Hold
and
on.
stuff. Oh, what the fuck? Did somebody just make one? What is that made of? I love it.
The stroller?
So
Statue?
Claws and Talons made a baby
statue.
Koraidon statue, and I don't know the context. I don't know the context
I don't know
of
it's
where
cool
this
as shit,
is or
though.
what is, or if they made these other statues or other people away these statues, but here's some Pokemon statues.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I don't know what this thing is, but it's there.
It's pretty cool. All right. So, as we continue on, I'm going to talk to you fine folks about that link down below. That link
that's all I
down
got.
below. Linktree. That Linktree/prof.grass. That's Linktree/Professor.grass. And if you go there, you can subscribe to all of our social medias. That's Twitter, that's YouTube, DLive, Rumble, and all the fun things, you know? And also, there's a little link in there for CBDX. CBDX.com/profgrass is on that link tree. And if you hit that, it just made it so convenient for you. You just hit a link and boom, you're there. You can go there, buy some gummies, because they have the new spaced out gummies, fruit punch and blueberry flavored. Go check it out. They support everything we do on this channel. And also, just a win-win. You get 20% off of your order, shipped straight to your door. CBDX.com/profgrass. Their special link. And it helps to support the channel so we can try to get new internet, all the fun things. Like, I don't know, intros and stuff. What do we do with money? Money's nice, right? Hey, you know, I don't know about you, but I like money, you know?
Oh, I like money.
Gee, that was all your prep, right? So now we're going to the daycare?
Yo. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Pokegeek.
Yep.
Can you take care of this?
In just a second.
I have it up there just for you. The audience can see what you're doing. You just go get it.
You stall for like
You go, girl.
5 seconds.
You go, girl. What do I go to the top here? Or is it just this one?
What is that one?
I don't know. This is your
Okay,
shit.
yeah, traded. Go down.
Oh yeah, we've seen that one last
Okay.
week. So yeah, this one, right?
Yep.
All right, well, go ahead.
Okay.
I'll do it. God, what are you doing? What are you doing? You can't even figure it out. Jeez, Pokegeek.
Fucking video or the
Jeez, Pokegeek.
The thing was buffering.
Sure, it was Pokegeek.
It's still buffering.
I know it's also buffering to share it to you, G. We're not even live. What the hell?
Discord.
I fucking suppose, Discord. Do you have anything else connected to this pile of shit internet we have?
No.
Dude. What the actual hell? Did we lose service? Did a cloud show up above my house?
It's getting ready to rain.
We did just get through all of G's prep during a Pokemans podcast without it breaking. I'm kind of proud of that. I don't know about you guys.
There's still a delay.
Oh, are you fucking serious? Okay, I'm gonna fucking shut down Discord one more fucking time. Goddamn Discord. Fucking Discord. This is why you're not invited to parties, Discord. I'm gonna have to figure out a new way to fucking talk to people over the internet while we're doing this damn podcast. Or in general. Just because that's fucking horse shit. I have to ask ChatGPT if they can make me a fucking Discord equivalent. With ChatGPT, can you make a Discord equivalent that doesn't completely ass out If you have shit internet, make that happen. Just do it. Can you hear us, G? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. G? Oh, no, he can't hear us? What the fuck?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah?
Hello? I can hear G.
Now I can.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, it's all backed up then, because... Okay, what about now, G? Everything good?
I could hear you the whole time.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna continue on. But I'm watching you.
Alright. Pokemon Center's got some new Jirachi merchandise. Jirachi Hoshi Tsunagi collection. Pre-order available, and they're already gone.
Hey, don't close this window, okay? Thank you, Pokey. And thank you, G, because I was trying. Shit just wasn't working. Alright, G, you can see that now?
Is that what the duck sound means?
Yeah.
Hey, it's a good system. I ain't gonna fucking knock the system.
That.
Alright, is this next?
Yep, more Jirachi stuff. Some yummy treats are going to be available soon at the Pokemon Cafe locations in Japan. Jirachi will be the star of the new sweet and sweet set starting July 1st.
Sweet and sweet?
Sweet
What?
set. Looks like you got a waffle.
Why didn't they call it the sweet sweet? Did you not like my puns there, Pokey? Why not? It's the sweet sweet. And you spell it like S-U-I-T-E?
You want me to take that,
The
baby?
sweet sweet?
You want me to take that, baby?
She seems content.
I was going to put her down.
I mean, that's fine. So I could smoke a little bit. I don't know, maybe. Probably not. Probably keep her in a different room.
It's a waffle with it's Jirachi's head. That's the sweet set.
Wait, that's
the waffle.
That doesn't look like a
So
waffle.
it's a star. It's a star waffle with a piece of blue tape.
Yep.
You say that doesn't look like a waffle?
Oh, okay, I
What?
see it now. It looked like fucking a blanket, kind of. I don't know, man. That little blue thing.
It's a star-shaped waffle with a.
Is it a wafer?
It's a star.
Fondant.
Star-shaped waffle with a blue piece of tape.
It's not tape. Come on now. Oh, is this in your thing?
Yeah, that's just part of this post. It's also going to be designs in foam.
We've done it anyway. Oh, she arises. I like these latte designs because I bet it takes a lot of fucking time and effort to try to do it. And then, like, wind or some asshole could just stir it.
Nice.
Ruin your
Jirachi.
art.
Jirachi's a pretty cute Pokemon.
Yeah. I'd say it's like, because a lot of mythicals are pretty cute, like Mew and Jirachi and like
Manphy,
Shaman and all sorts of like Pokemon like that, and like Jirachi's fucking really cute. I've always liked Jirachi.
I think I like Jirachi more than Mew.
Okay, well, you can just calm down, all right? Just calm down. Mew's the fucking best Mew. Best
Okay,
one.
well. Jirachi grants wishes, though.
Yep.
Mew is fucking like a cat.
Parfaits and like
What you want
all
from
sorts
me?
of shit there. That's Jirachi shaped.
That's a good argument. You won. No, you won. You won me over. You win. You got me.
Like, they could just clone a fucking cat and make it pink and float.
All it has to say is Mew.
All it has to say is Mew.
Yep. Solid argument.
Translation of statements made by the newest members of the Pokemon anime cast. Nemo, which is Nemona, will be played by Eri Kitamura.
Kitamura?
Yep, while
Coleslaw?
Colza.
Coleslaw will be played by Yukiza Yaki.
Fucking coleslaw. Alright, this is the chick voicing Nemona.
Colas. If his A and Z was flipped, it would be colas. God damn it, that's fucking funny.
If it'll load.
I don't care if I'm the only one that laughs at that. That's fucking funny to me.
Well, it's funny you said coleslaw because he's voicing the grass type Dream from Scarlet and Violet.
Nice. I'm gonna stop rocking you. I was sitting rocking Lily, and she I heard her stomach kind of swash.
Wait, is this in the new anime that's not Ash? They're doing Scarlet Violet stuff?
Yeah, it's the new anime.
Okay.
This is the voice of Nemona. Seeing the idea that I had of Nemo, or Nemo, which is what her name is in Japanese, after playing the Pocket Monster Scarlet and Violet video games, and then seeing the idea I had for Nemo after the conversations we had with staff of the animated series, to find out and then fine-tune how we wanted to portray the character was both really fun and educational for me. Well, in any case, Nemo's go-get-'em attitude as your childhood friend in the games who says things like, I love Pokemon battles, is going to be in the TV show as well. Everything this cheerful young girl does is filled with energy, so much so I ended up working up a sweat during the recording sessions. Even though I played a variety of characters in Pocket Monsters animated series and video games up until now, I'm honored to get to play such a wonderful character this time around as well. I'm looking forward to seeing how Nemo charms us with the faces she makes. Don't miss it.
Okay.
And then this is the guy playing the Brussels sprouts guy. Coleslaw.
Nice.
When I realized I was playing a character that everyone
Hang on, hold on.
played.
You think coleslaw sounds like that? All right. Probably sounds like a dude. All right.
Are you gonna read it then? You read it then.
I was actually just giving you time so it would load. When I realized I was playing a character that everyone who played the video games would have their eyes on, I thought to myself, oh, well, this could be bad. But when I actually got in the recording booth, it was so fun, and all the uneasiness just flew away. At first glance, Colza. Colza? Is that actually his name?
Yeah.
Seems to be someone who's dark and hard to please. But I can also see how he's loved by the children in our neighborhood. He's fastidious?
Facetious?
Facetious? Like facetious?
Facetious.
Okay. And focuses on the tiniest things, but he also never loses sight of the big picture. He's kind to those around him, and that disheveled look, whatever, man, disheveled look he has makes him kind of endearing. So I guess he's a pretty good guy. When Coleslaw get from Lyco and Roy, and what he will think of them, I'm looking forward to finding out myself. My English no too good. Raizuha Nakai. Voice of Colza.
So you guys remember talking about
why do too many words when 3 words make so good?
The release, they're releasing Pokemon cards that are They're not reprints or anything, but it's just a line of Pokemon cards called Pokemon 151. It's only Kanto. Well, it also comes with a special folder designed just for this set, and it has the number embroidered on each of the slots.
Oh, no fucking way.
Yeah.
Still autistic?
My little Pokemon card collector brain is like, oh, it's sick. The
There's a
numbers.
spot for every place.
The numbers 140, 45, 0, 151. You can put a Mew in there. Put Mewtwo right there.
Oh my god.
It's so cool.
What happens when you have multiple of the same kind of card, though? Like,
Now you don't put it in there.
no, like, you have like 3 Charmeleons, but they're different Charmeleons. Different arts.
It's only for the 151.
Oh,
set.
for that set.
Yeah,
okay, I get you. I get you now.
So apparently, there's still some glitches going on in Scarlet and Violet. This person's Growl
It's sick.
just got a purple face for some reason. They're shiny.
It's kind of hilarious. I hope they keep it.
Hisuian.
Broken, but I hope
Growl.
they keep it. Probably her fucking hair.
I think so. I think that it was glitching from her hair for some god awful reason. Look, it's pink. Why he pink? And then somebody in the comments here, they had a tailless Eevee.
What the hell?
They found a tailless Eevee.
Oh my god, it's a tailless shiny Eevee. So not only did you find a shiny Eevee, but it's also fucking injured.
Don't dock your Eevees.
Oh god. Like that comment. That's funny as fuck.
Whoa.
Don't dock them Eevees. That's some sad shit.
Cutting off its little Eevee tail. Peppy Bimmy.
Alright, PokeGeek, what's next?
That's it. That's all.
That is it?
That's all I had.
Are you cereal?
I'm dead cereal.
Well, that's fine. Hey, if you like our podcast, you want to support the podcast, hit our link tree, follow us all over the place, hit our CBDX thing, and follow us next week for the more of the CBD of the Pokemans podcast. This week we talk about aliens and all sorts of fun stuff. I've been Professor Grass and my awesome co-hosts. Peace out.
See ya.
Later.